Welcome back to the top two on the more Sip2Tally power rankings. Uno, dos, left. Let's recap 32 through 3 before we get into the top two. At 32, we have the Rams. 31, the Lions. 30, Cardinals. 29, Commanders. 28, Panthers. 27, Colts. 26, Patriots. 25, Raiders. 24, Giants. 23, Buccaneers. 22, Texans. 21, Jaguars. 20, Broncos. 19, Titans. 18, Packers. 17, Vikings. 16, Steelers. 15, Falcons. 14, Chargers. 13, Dolphins. 12, Bears. 11, Jets. 10, Seahawks. 9, Browns. 8, Saints. 7, Bengals. 6, Cowboys. 5, Bills. 4, Chiefs. 3, 49ers. And the number 2 team on the more Sip2Tally power rankings are the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get into why the Philadelphia Eagles are the number 2 team. Starting with the quarterback room. Their quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Backup, Marcus Mariota. I have the quarterback room ranked 5th. Jalen Hurts had a phenomenal year. Passed for 3,700 yards. Played in 15 games. The 2 games he didn't play in, they lost. Gardner Minshew was the backup then, but they upgraded their backup to Marcus Mariota, who started for Atlanta last year. And I'm going to have that quarterback room ranked 5th. That quarterback room ranked 5th. Pretty good quarterback room. I think Hurts is one of the 4th, 5th, 6th best quarterback in the NFL. Add Mariota to that room. So if you place Mariota with Gardner Minshew from last year, instead of being 0-2 in those games that Hurts don't play, they at least go 1-1, maybe 2-0. Let's go to their running back room. They lose Miles Sanders to Carolina. They replace him with DeAndre Swift from Detroit. DeAndre is a native Philadelphian. I guess that's how you say it. Add Rashad Penny. I think Penny came from, was he with Seattle last year? I think he was with Seattle. Gainwell, who they already had, has still kept Boston Scott. Pretty good running back room. I got their running back room 4th. It's a good running back room. That's 3 to 4 good solid guys. That's good. No ultra mega star, but 4 solid dudes. Scott had 217 yards. Gainwell had 240. DeAndre Swift split carries with the guy. What's my guy in New Orleans? Jamal. I can't remember Jamal's name, from Detroit. He split carries with him last year, and Penny kind of got moved out of the way for the rookie in Seattle last year. So they got 4 solid guys. Go to their wide receiver room. I got their wide receiver room ranked 2nd. A.J. Brown, who everybody knows that I love. Devontae Smith, Heisman winner. Quez Watkins, Southern Miss Golden Eagle, who's coming to his own. Zacchaeus, who's no slouch. They got, Dan Arnold, who can fly. Tyree Cleveland, a big receiver from UF. I think they have the 2nd best wide receiver room in the league. Those first 3 guys can get it. They can do whatever you need. Those 3 can do whatever you need. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins. Whatever you need out of receivers, those 3 got it. They can over the top, middle, screen game, intermediate, whatever. If you define receivers, those three guys can get it. So they're number 2 ranked receiver room in the NFL. You go to their tight end room. Tight end room not bad either. Dallas Goedert, Dan Arnold. I got him ranked as the 4th best tight end room. They, putting that roster together, their GM did a masterful job. So on the offensive side, and let's get to the O-line. I almost forgot about the O-line. They got the best O-line in the league. Jordan Metalita. I can't even say his last name. I mess it up every time I try to say it. Landon Dickerson, the other Kelce, Jason Kelce, Cam Jordan, Lane Johnson. They got the best O-line. They've had the best O-line for a minute. They've had the best O-line in the league for a minute, and they still got it. So if you look, looking at their roster, building, everything on offense, top 5. Everything on top offense, top 5, which I love. All right. Let's flip over to the defensive side. Defensive line, Brandon Graham. Old but steady. They added Jalen Carter from Georgia. We don't really know what's going on with that. We ain't going to really give him too much stock. But Jordan Davis is there from Georgia. This will be his 2nd year. Fletcher Cox, old but steady. Josh Sweat. This defense that had over 70-plus sacks. Their front 4, they have depth. Even losing, what's my guy that went to San Francisco? We just talked about him. Give me 1 second. I'll find it for you. Here you go, right here. San Francisco depth chart. If it loads for me. Load. There we go. Javon Hargrave, that's who it is. Even losing Javon Hargrave, they still bounce back with drafting Jalen Carter. And we ain't putting no stock into Jalen Carter, but still having Jordan Davis, because Jordan Davis got hurt. They still loaded up there. And I got the D-line edge group ranked 2nd. And this is where the fall off is. This is where the fall off takes place. And I got them 2nd because I consider Hassan Reddick an edge guy. Even though they got Hassan Reddick listed as a linebacker, and he probably plays some outside linebacker, to me, Hassan Reddick is an edge guy. So I look at Brandon Graham, Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat, and Hassan Reddick. That's their D-line to me. To me, I never see Hassan Reddick in the middle of that defense playing linebacker. I always see him on the edge somewhere doing edge stuff. So I consider Hassan Reddick an edge, and that's why I have them ranked where I have them ranked. All right, now, linebacker, you have 2 guys like maybe B gap to B gap or C gap to C in the middle of the defense. And you got Nakobe Dean, who barely got to play because they had a guy there, a dude there. And you also have Nicholas Morrow, 31st. 2nd to last at the linebacker position because they lost a dude. They really did. And let's see what Nicholas Morrow brought to the table. Let me get to the defensive stats real quick. Give me a second. In fact, they lost 2 dudes, and that's what I thought. They lost Kaiser White. They lost T.J. Edwards, who had 160 tackles last year. They lost Kaiser White. So they're bringing in 2 new guys in that position. That's why I got them 31st. Nakobe Dean, Nicholas Morrow. 2 new guys in that spot. I got them 31st. And that's what hurt them from being the number 1 team. All right. Well, they ain't the only reason that hurt them being number 1 team, but let's see. Go down to cornerbacks. Cornerbacks, they have James Bradbury, dog. Big play Slay, dog. Vontae Maddox, dog. Added Greedy Williams, dog. I got them as the 2nd best cornerback room in the league. 2nd. Number 2. Them 4 names right there. And they drafted Keely Ringo. Again, not putting stock in the rookie, but just saying. Adding to that room. Roster building. Now you go to the safety position. Terrell Edmunds, Reed Blankenship. Yeah. That's where they kind of fall off a little bit. I got them ranked 23rd at the safety room. So linebacker and safety is where I think they fall off. And when you average all those numbers together, it comes out to be 8.222. And that puts them second on the more Sip2Tally power rankings. The Philadelphia Eagles are second on the more Sip2Tally power rankings. And I know. Bring it on. I accept it all. I graciously accept it all. I understand. It is what it is. It is what it is. I understand completely. I bring it. But let's run through it real quick. The quarterback room, 5th. Running back room, 4th. Receiver room, 2nd. Tight end room, 4th. O-line, 1st. D-line edge, 2nd. Linebacker room, 31st. Cornerback room, 2nd. Safety room, 23rd. When you average it all out, it's 8.222, and which puts them second on the more Sip2Tally power rankings. And again, I appreciate you all for hanging out. And finna double this thing right back. I'm not gonna do my normal goodbyes because you're finna get a second episode right here, right now with the number 1 team. Tune in.